Hey guys, I'm Alexa, aka Ascent. So I'm actually have my hair all curly today, which I absolutely hate. I do not like it when my hair is curly. I always straighten it. And there's actually a reason for that. Um, so I'm actually gonna be talking about some of my past experiences and just like depression and what you can do to try and like cope with it and get over it. So just like my curly hair, you're gonna feel very uncomfortable, and it's just all a part of the healing. Um, it really is just about getting out there and doing things for you. Put you first. And yeah, I know easier said than done, but like honestly, I've been through it all. I'm gonna talk a bit about my childhood. So as a kid, I was actually taken away from home. Because my parents weren't the greatest, and my dad was very, very abusive towards my whole family. Uh, so from there, basically, I got put into a group home, and I just got moved from group home to group home to group home, and it was just a complete mess. And it's really ironic because the group home was arguably worse than at home. And just, it had like, at home, yeah, it was the physical abuse, but the group home was just a whole nother thing. Like, you're with a bunch of strangers, um, they take like all your rights away. It's just as god awful. And there's just this different varying degrees of abuse, and it's just really isolating. And I've been put in like a lot of group homes that don't treat you right at all. And this is like Canada, and like there's some messed up stuff happening. You don't have to be in like a third world country to be experiencing this messed up shit. So the group home would actually lock me in my room. They'd refuse to feed me. They take away my phone for absolutely no reason. They would just straight up like hit the kids and just do a bunch of outrageous things. I'll get more into that on in like another future video. It just led to me becoming really apathetic and not really like understanding friendship or people at all. I thought I knew the world, and in a way I did. I knew the world as I saw it. Is I experienced so much, and that was how I viewed the world. I saw it in like a very pessimistic way, and I just thought everyone was out to get you. I did not understand the concept of friends at all. And it took someone walking into my life to actually change that, and I actually was lucky enough to meet an individual who was actually my teacher in one of the classes I was in when I was enrolled in school there. He wasn't like an actual like teacher who went to the school. He was actually brought in. He was like youth voice in like graffiti, which is why I'm like super into it. It means a lot to me. But he was like my biggest advocate, and I didn't understand why he wanted to help me. I was being moved like from Oshawa all the way to like Orangeville, and then to like Brampton and Kitchener, just like on a dime, on like literally no notice. And I actually got like post-traumatic stress from moving alone, never mind like all the other things, but I'm struggling with post-traumatic stress, anxiety, depression. You name it, your girl has it, unfortunately. But through it all, he was just like a huge support to me. And he actually like would call like, the head offices at CAS and like advocate for me to actually come back to Oshawa. And he just like inspired me and encouraged me to like work on my art. And after he was leaving, because he came in as like a workshop kind of teacher, just for like a few weeks, we actually went on to the opening of like an art studio. And I got involved with like other taggers and like artists there. So it was just really good. But he actually changed my perspective, and it made me question just everything I knew. Just, I remember the entire time I thought in the back of my mind, like, he's gonna do something, he's gonna get me. But the world ain't black and white. It's far from it. We're human. And the world, too, is a bunch of hues. It's not just black and white. It's like a billion different shades. And it might be hard to see at times with trusts, like coming from me. Like, there's just so much more out there. And you might not be able to see it now or the next day. But like, there are genuine people out in the world who honestly do care. And I'll get more into the group home stuff in like another video. I really want to focus on what's the topic of this video right now, but so I dealt with that like all as like a kid. 17, I moved out my own and got this place. So trust, even if you feel like giving up and everything is just as grim, it will get better. But the thing is, you have to make it better. You have to like keep on pushing and make sure it gets there. And when it does, don't get comfortable. Make sure you keep on striving forward. No matter what, keep on moving forward. You don't stop there. Our life is so temporary. Everything in this life is temporary. That's why it's so important to keep on striving to keep that and to bloom and grow as human beings. And you know, this all ended really recently. And I'm sure there'll still be more struggles happening because life just is like that. You just gotta make the best of it. I literally like still have boxes all around just in the corner over there. Because I did actually move pretty recently. So after all that, and I'm 17 on my own, and I don't got no real close connections because I've moved around so much. I just got that one teacher. And I've only been in this city I think for like 3 years maybe. But I was constantly moved around and that like completely screwed up my schooling. My schooling is kind of fucked. And I just felt like no matter what I do, everything would just be taken away from me. I just felt like days would come and go whether I'm left behind or not, and nobody cared. But that's not true. You need to not focus on the negative. You need to honestly get out of your head. Stop thinking about it. Okay? And I can go on and on about other things I've been through, and I choose to not mope around or dwell on things because I choose to be that way. I'm still here smiling after everything I've been through. That's who I am. It's who I choose to be. And you need to make that decision for yourself too. And hey, I may not know you personally, but I can tell you one thing. And that's that I believe in you. Yes, you. I believe in you. And I believe in you because you're human. You have a living and breathing heart just like all of us. And you're still here, still breathing. And it's beautiful. And you should be really proud of that, because I am. You've come so far. Don't turn back now. Don't stop. Keep on going until the very end. Okay? We're in this together. And you know what? If there's something you've been wanting to do it now. That's right. Is anything you've been pushing to the back of your mind, you just keep on putting off? Do it now. Do not waste your precious time. You are worthy and important. Even if the world is like pushing you around, the world despises you. You're Donald Trump. You can't stop there. You have to do it for you and learn how to love yourself. Alright, you got this. And hell, if I can make it through all the shit I've been through, being abused, I've been put in like dog cages with fucking needles in my arms. I've experienced every single degree of abuse, like physical, emotional, sexual, from strangers, even like in the group homes. And just feeling like I can't trust anyone. Like the adults who were supposed to take care of me are now hurting me. And who else am I supposed to turn to when that's the case. And that isn't the case. It never is and never will be. You got it? And hell, if I can make it through that, not even at the age of 18, you sure as hell can. And you know, I'm gonna talk a little bit about letting your guard down and the kinds of people to let in. So, yes, it's good to keep your guard up, but you have to learn how to let it down for some certain people. People who are genuine and come from the heart. Because there are people there who want to help you and do care and love you. And letting people in and learning to forgive and forget those who have wronged you is the only way to heal and move on. Trust coming from me. Someone who hated the world as a kid, legitimately and wholeheartedly. You need to let go of your hate and learn to forgive. So, as human beings, we feel like as long as we hold on to our hate, there's some kind of justice being served. And you know, if there's like a specific person or somebody, like, maybe don't tell them directly that you forgive them if you can't do that. But to yourself, tell yourself that you forgive that person. And you'll see like how much of a burden it just takes off your shoulders, honestly. Just stop like putting so much energy into this person and like making them into like some grand villain. Because you're giving them that energy. You're allowing them to control you. You're allowing them to let you get worked up and angry and just have them on your mind all the time. Stop doing that. Take it back. They don't deserve to have that control over you. Let it go. Forget them. The best way to get back at them, get back at the world, is honestly to focus on you and keep being that radiant person that you are, that you can be, that you will be. Just keep on doing the things that you love, keep on growing, teaching, thriving, to be the best version of yourself that you possibly can, and don't ever stop that. If you think you're at the peak, well, why stop there? Keep on going. And for those of you who feel like maybe you're stuck and you just fell down this rabbit hole and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse, I've been there too. And hey, I'll tell you right now, secret. It's never too late. It's never too late to turn it around. Okay? Life starts now. You have the power to change that. If you want to do something, do it now. Promise me you'll remember that. So some things I found really helpful is if you have any addictions, could be anything, alcohol, smoking, even simple things like maybe not eating the greatest. Try replacing that with positive things, positive habits. Remember, you ought to love yourself, you gotta nurture yourself, take care of you. Just like the same way you'd want to take care of a loved one or like a little special pet. Okay? Just imagine like a mini, tiny version of you. Okay? You don't let nothing get to you. Don't let anything hurt you, because you are important and you're special. Do not let anything drag you down or make you miserable. You have to keep moving forward. Okay? So in terms of replacing your bad hobbies or bad habits with good ones, for example, maybe you like binge eat or something like that. So maybe try switching that out for something you enjoy doing or love doing, like a hobby. And you know, if you feel like maybe you can't do anything and like, oh, what's the point? oh no, you know, I've been there. I've been so, like, comically pessimistic. Like, in a real way though. Because it's reality. And it's scary. It is. But you can't let it get to you. Listen, try to spend time with, like, family. Make sure you're around loved ones. Doing things that you love doing. Do some new things. Get out there. Do all the things you ever wanted to do. There's nothing stopping you. It's a brand new day. Okay? Life starts now if you let it. And I know you will. Because I believe in you. Another thing that really helps too is actually trying to get therapy or looking into, like, self-help. Try and keep a high morale. So it could be anything, like even what I used to do, and I still do, because I'm a nerd. I actually like to listen to, like, really nostalgic music, like freaking Kirby Squeak Squad, because I remember I used to play that as, like, a kid, and it just distracted me from all the fuckery that was happening around me. Video games were like a blessing. So yeah, I literally, if there's any, like, happy music that you know from your childhood, like, it could be literally anything, Yo Gabba Gabba, or whatever. Listen to that, okay? Got me? Okay. Go and put the music on right now, and then come back here. Okay? And now, I want you to actually boogie out to the music. Actually though, it really does help. And if there's any lyrics, sing along to it. It's a very good way to keep your morale up, okay? You gotta be you, be happy. You can be. You know, sing, go outside for a walk. Just do things to, like, distract yourself, get out of your head. Just get out of your head. You just, like, need to not focus on any of the negative. Stop letting it get to you. Everything's gonna be okay. Just let it go. Take a deep breath in. And out. Exhale all the negative crap. And then as soon as it's gone, go and do something you love. So for those of you who are introverts and might be shy to actually talk to people, why do you think my hair is a little curly? Like I said, we're gonna be uncomfortable together. Okay? So, in terms of being able to talk to people confidently, people love to be appreciated and listened to. Everyone wants to be listened to. They like to feel cared for. So, if you're shy and you don't really know how to maybe start a conversation, ask them about themselves. Just listen to them, okay? Use your skill to your advantage. Just listen to what they have to say and, like, bring up maybe your own experiences and, like, relate. Yeah, try and focus on them as a point of interest, maybe. And then when you start getting more comfortable, maybe focus on yourself. And as long as you're confident, people will see that and they'll gravitate to it. If you're a happy and lovable person, okay, you're smiling, people love that. They want to be around you. And just a lot of the time, anything you're thinking is just your anxieties getting to your head. And it's just that. Anxieties. Just crappy, pointless, useless thoughts that mean nothing. Right? You don't gotta worry about that. Hey guys, make sure to take care of you. And I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, or if you want to talk at all, I'm always here to listen. And take care.
This is my escape. I'm running through this world and I'm not looking back.